Are we good? Okay, I'm super sorry about that. Sorry. I'm new at this. Okay, I'm gonna start over. Okay? I'm sorry. All right, so what is Tuesday Reviews Day? So, a couple of things. I tried some different things. DIY Made Easy has always been very successful. It's very driven. It's very purposeful. I really enjoy doing DIY Made Easy. I tried a couple of different things that either I didn't like the way that they felt or they weren't really very well received. So one of them was Flavors That You Need. Flavors That You Need was basically I was taking different flavor companies and pulling from all of their flavors and picking ones that I thought were the best that I think that need to belong in your flavor stash. And I don't know, it didn't really feel very right to me. It felt like I was kind of mising because there's a lot of flavor companies that have like a billion good flavors. Like, how am I going to pick 4 or 5 flavors that are just the best ones that you need to have? You can't, you gotta like leave good ones out. So I didn't really like that. I liked the idea of it. Like these are the good flavors. But I didn't like that I was limited, in that little box of, trying to cram it into a very small amount of time. And so that didn't really work. The other thing is that a long time ago, in fact, way back at the beginning when this channel very first started, it started as a joke between Kitty and I. Like, what if we take all of the flavors in our flavor stash, put them into random.org, and randomize them, and then try to make a recipe out of the random flavors that it gives us, right? It was a joke. First couple of videos that I made for this channel were pretty much just to make my wife and I laugh. We shared it with friends, and yeah, it was fun. And then the YouTube channel thing kind of kicked in, and it took off, and it took a different direction. But I really like the idea of that randomness, because so frequently I get stuck in this box, like this mixer's box, where like I have these, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 flavors that I just really like, and I find myself constantly making recipes around those flavors or making recipes with those flavors, and it can be really hard to kind of get out of that box. So I really like the random aspect of it. So what this is, Tuesday Reviews Day, is a little bit of a mixture of both of those things. So we're going to take random.org with all of the flavors that I own, and we're going to randomize them. And the very first flavor, the top one that's on there, I'm going to approach that one flavor, as if I had never tried it before. I'm going to mix it up, single flavor test it, and then after that, give you my thoughts, and we are going to make a recipe out of that one flavor. So not all of the flavors that I own are great flavors. I do own some real clunkers. So, there's a possibility that we get some nasty flavor and we have to try to figure out how to use it. That being said, I feel fairly confident that every flavor, no matter how good or bad, whether there is a better flavor for that profile, can be used in some way. So I think just about all of the flavors that I own, I have tried before, but I'm going to do my best to try to approach this as though I had never tried that flavor before, give it a little bit of like a fresh look, a new perspective, and then try to make a recipe out of it, okay? Sound good? All right, 1 second. Thank you, Alan Babes. I really appreciate that. Sonny Carillo, you're the man, Sonny. Sonny's my dude. Okay, cool. So, let's see if this works. Still new at this. Can you see random.org? Oh, right here. Is it there? Okay. Perfect. All right, so this is all of the flavors that I own. All bajillion of them. I don't know how many there are. 521, I think I counted when I was copying, pasting these in here. I believe there are 521. So we are going to randomize them 3 times. And on the third randomization, we are going to take the very top flavor. That is the one that we are going to talk about and try to make a recipe out of. All right? Ready? 1. 2. And 3. What is it? Oh, no, we can't use that. It's Culotta. I could. I don't want to do that one. That's an additive. I should have probably just deleted that out of there. That's an additive, not a flavor. Pressing the random button again. So sorry if you were expecting Culotta. Flavorah Lime Wedge. Okay. Well, I really, really like lime. So that's fun. All right. Now, I'm going to switch this over to all the flavors. And so, excuse me, let's talk about Flavorah Lime Wedge a little bit. Let me see if I can dig that out. I really, really like lime. Actually, the first liquid that I used, the liquid that I quit smoking cigarettes with, was key lime pie. So, I'm actually super pleased that that's a lime. Like, that could have been so much worse. Let's see if I can find Flavorah Lime Wedge. Dun, 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 dun. Lives are good. Like Lives Boxcar. Boxcar is one of my patrons. Left me a very, very thoughtful message in my Patreon inbox yesterday or today or something. Just very humbling. Is that it? Nope. Pink Guava, that's a good one. For a Pink Guava. Lime Wedge. There she is. Oh, you can't see it because that stupid stream thing's in the way. Flavorah Lime Wedge. There it is. I've used this recipe or this flavor a few times. I haven't used it a ton. I've used Vape Train Persian Lime a lot. Let's look up Flavorah Lime Wedge on ATF. See what ATF says. You know, I really wish that there was just like I wish that all the flavors and ELR had a baby. Because there are some really awesome things about all the flavors that are fantastic, and there's some really awesome things about ELR that are fantastic, and if you could just put all of those things together in one, it would be amazing. Okay, so Flavorah Lime Wedge. ATF says the median quantity is 0.71. Let's look at ELR. Let's just go ahead and create a recipe with lime wedges. What are you guys thinking? What's good with lime? What do you want to make out of Flavorah Lime Wedge? ELR pre-populates 0.2%. I know that flavor's not that strong. I've used it before. My Flavorah Lime and Cola recipe has Flavorah Lime Wedge in it. All right. Let's look at some notes. Let's look at some public notes on ELR and see what people think about Flavorah Lime Wedge, shall we? Notes, something that I really, really like about ELR. You can do that on ATF, but nobody does it because it's so much simpler on ELR. I need to make that a little bit smaller, don't I? Let's just shrink that puppy down so you can see my face parts. All right. So, bright and vibrant, this one. Not totally fruit accurate. Has some really good usable characteristics. It's fairly sweet, natural sweet and sugary, not artificial tasting. Yes, I do remember that it is very realistic, very zesty lime. It's light, bright, and vibrant. Fruit single flavor mix 1. Real fruit, crisp, light, strong notes of both juice and skin. Maybe some coconut? Okay, Rick. I like it. I like it. Hey, what's up, Chasing Clouds and Flavor Reviews? How are you, my man? Good to see you in here. There's actually not very many notes on ELR. Preferred single flavor mix 5. Sweeter than you expect, but lovely. Real fruit. It's crisp, bright, strong notes of both juice and skin. Okay. So ELR's median quantity is 0.7. Or ELR is 0.2, ATF is 0.7. I have a recipe. I know I've used this before. So I'm still getting used to the new way ATF works. It's Flavorah Cola with Lime, I think is what it's called. Let's just look at Flavorah Cola with Lime. I used it at 0.25%. Okay. I thought that I'd used it greater than that. So yeah, this recipe published 11 months ago. I got a little goodie bag from Bryson at Flavorah, and I did like a whole week's worth of Flavorah recipes. And this recipe is very, very good. It's like a like a lime Coke with lime. It's got Flavorah citrus soda, Flavorah cola, and lime wedge. I don't want to do a cola. Saying that right now. Refreshing limeade sounds tasty. Okay. Oh, no worries. I put my daughter to bed a little bit ago, and she actually cooperated really well. So, thank goodness. Thank goodness. All right. Well, let's just mix this up by itself and see what it tastes like. All right. Fresh pair of eyes. We've never tasted Flavorah Lime Wedge before. Slushy, my man, what's up? How are you, man? Haven't seen you in a while. We're doing kind of a mixture of random mixing and flavor reviewing, right? That's what Tuesday Reviews Day is. So I randomized my flavor stash. We ended up with Flavorah Lime Wedge. Gonna single flavor test it right now. I'm gonna use 0.25%. All right, 0.25%. My VG bottle is totally gonna go empty. What's up, Ducky? Dude, thanks for that help with those teas, man. Yeah. I'm gonna get all those. I promised myself I wasn't gonna spend any money this week. So, I already did my Memorial Day sale from VCF. I got those already in. But I'm gonna buy those teas. All of them. All of them. Alright. I'm not going to put any sweetener in here. Gotta put some Nick in though, right? Gotta put some Nick in there. Definitely. I'm running alarmingly low on bottles. Emptied. Pre-mix earlier, gotta refill it. Oh, you do that? Man, I am terribly washed out. I gotta get a better camera. This thing is garbage. What does Grim Green say? Crap cam and garbage cam? I'm not stealing his phrase. That's just really funny. I have one of those. You can't read the recipe? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's tiny. I could probably just get rid of it, honestly. This isn't the recipe I'm making, though, Breno. This is just a recipe that I've used this flavor in before. If you really want to see it, it's I can make it a little bit bigger for a minute. This is not the recipe I'm making right now. But there it is. That is a recipe that I have used Flavorah Lime Wedge in before. It's Flavorah Lime. Flavorah Cola with lime. Not the recipe I'm making, but it is a recipe that I have used Flavorah Lime Wedge in before. I used it at 0.25%. You can see there. Citrus soda, Flavorah Cola, or Lime Wedge, 0.25%. So, flavors slushy. I randomized the flavors that I have, and I took the one that popped up, which was the Flavorah Lime Wedge. So now we are going to do a fresh look at Flavorah Lime Wedge, and I'm going to review it right here, just that flavor, and then I'm going to try to make a recipe out of it. So, combining, random mixing, and flavor reviewing. You know, all of those flavors said, or all those reviews on ELR said, it's sweeter than you expect. It is definitely very sweet. It's very tart. Sweet and tart. And limey. I love lime. Oh, that's very natural. It has that, like, yeah, that is just like real lime juice. You know what it reminds me of? I don't know. Somebody had suggested limeade. I don't know if we could do a limeade with this. It's not... That is really good. Flavorah Trix cereal. Is that a thing? Is Flavorah Trix cereal a thing? I've never heard of Flavorah Trix cereal. Is it called something else? Is it new? Or are you saying that Flavorah Lime Wedge tastes like Trix cereal? Because I can see that. Not really. I mean, that's a thing. Flavorah Trix cereal. You want me to review that? Okay, I'll pick it up, stick it in the list, and then someday, eventually, it'll get randomized to the top, and I'll review it. Okay? I'm gonna stick to the random thing though, because it gives it an element of surprise. I don't like planning things. Okay? I'm a very fly-by-night hack and slash kind of person. I spent 15 years working in professional kitchens where you just make it up as you go along. Okay, so I'm not gonna plan it out in any capacity. I just don't operate that way. This is very, very zesty. It has that deep kind of almost like spicy tart zestiness, like the white part in between the flesh, the meat, and the zest. It's very pithy. It's so good. Does this one fade? I don't know. I haven't worked with this flavor very much. Does it fade really bad? Like every lime ever? I think it needs to be in a beverage. Oh, don't get it? It's bad. I don't know. I like cereal. Did you see my Oops All Berries 2.0? It's really good. Dave Flowers. Not Dave Flowers. Dave from Noted wanted me to fix that recipe because the original version of it sucked. It was a good idea, it just sucked. So I made a 2.0 version, so good. It's in this tank right now. Sorry, I was trying to spare you the awful noise that this tank has so much airflow. Put the lime in the coconut and call me in the morning. All right. I like that idea. I think it would go really, really well with cream. It would stand up really well against some cream. Lime margarita. I don't really do boozy vapes. I'll never use it. I don't like alcohol in real life. Good idea though. It's definitely like it's got that cocktail kind of vibe for sure. Developing a cereal recipe? Good for them. We'll check it out. Okay. I like the idea of coconut. I like coconut. Create a recipe. Put the lime in the coconut. Somebody was really hoping for an RY4 and his name was Rugley. Lime Wedge. So, coconut. I own quite a few coconuts. I have Flavorah coconut, TFA coconut, Vape Train desiccated coconut, SSA ripe coconut, and Flavorah Sweet Coconut. Hey, DIY juices. How are you, man? DIY juices is OG support. Chasing Clouds and Flavor Reviews. This is a Hive 1.5. The Damascus one. Can you see it? It has so much airflow. Just gotta be an atrocious sound. It's a very pretty tank. Probably the single most expensive piece of hardware that I own. Wonder Flavors Coconut Custard. I hear good things. So what about like, you know I like key lime pie, right? What about like coconut cream key lime pie? How does that sound? Sound pretty good? Coconut cream key lime pie. That's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna use a combo. I'm gonna use sweet coconut for the creaminess, and then I'm also going to use okay. So my OBS says that it is reconnected. It might just take a minute for the stream to come back up. Okay, so we're back. Good. Sorry about that, guys. Stream went down for a minute. I had to restart. Anyway, so yeah, I'm using sweet coconut, and then slushy. Talking about Wonder Flavors coconut custard. I need to get that in my cart so I don't forget to buy it. Right? Do I want a gallon? Should I buy a gallon? No, I'm just gonna buy a 10 mil. Gonna get that in the cart for next time. It's in the cart. There she is. She's in the cart. Okay. So, I'm going to use coconut, sweet coconut for cream. And then the other coconuts that I have are Desiccated coconut, which is like a dried out coconut kind of taste. I don't want to use TFA coconut. I haven't worked with SSA ripe coconut too much. Have any of you worked with SSA ripe coconut? I have that flavor. I did single flavor test it. Have not worked with it too much. Can't tell you too much about it. Is it going to give us that nice, creamy, nutty coconut flavor and not taste like suntan lotion? Ripe coconut. I get a lot of cream from Flavorah Sweet Coconut, yeah. Yeah, I do. It's very oily. Very oily, very sweet. It's not like cream, it's like it boosts the cream. Ripe coconut. Well, tell you what. I'm gonna pass on SSA ripe coconut for now because I want to make something that's actually vapeable. So I'm gonna stick with FA coconut because I know that flavor very well. And so we're gonna use, all right, so that's our coconut note. And we need some custard in there, right? We need some custard, or do we just want to use cream? No, Ducky. I have not tried liquid barn coconut milk. How is it? Is it delicious? No, I don't have it. Just gonna probably stick to TFA Custard II. I know that flavor, I like that flavor. Do we want graham cracker crust? Or do we want regular crust? Or do we want no crust? Definitely using Yes Sweet Cheesecake. Yeah, that's a good coconut note too. I hate you all for ruining that for me. Never tasted coconut until everybody was like, tastes like coconuts. Yes, we're using Yes Sweet Cheesecake. Regular crust. I was kind of thinking regular crust too. Yes Sweet Cheesecake has an okay crust note. I think if we just add a little bit of like FA cookie to it, just boost that crust note just a little bit, it'll probably be good. Probably be good. My question is, maybe a cookie. Yeah, I'm gonna go with FA cookie, just to boost the crust just a little bit, make sure that we know it's there. All right. So this is our recipe. I'm wondering if we're gonna need to boost the lime with another lime or up the percentage. But this is what we're going with. Lime Wedge, Sweet Coconut, FA Coconut, Vanilla Custard II, Yes Sweet Cheesecake, FA Cookie, and Vanilla Swirl. Who's that guy that's always like, Vanilla Swirl, gross? Vanilla Swirl is so good, and you don't know what you're talking about, mister. I don't know who you are. Legendary Vanilla Swirl. It's a legend. Legendary Vanilla Swirl. All right. So let's mix. Tried and true vanilla swirl, that's right. That is right. All right. 3% Yes Sweet Cheesecake. Sweet coconuts. %. Vanilla swirl. I'm just doing 1% vanilla swirl is all you need. I like to push that flavor, but I don't think you need to push it in here. We've already got the custard. Oh look, a fresh bottle of vanilla swirl. Never been used before. Somebody asked me if I shake my flavor concentrates before I use them. Yeah, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I always mean to. 1% vanilla swirl. Vanilla Custard II. %. Does anybody else think that Vanilla Custard II gets pushed a lot and it shouldn't? Like, I see a lot of like 4 or 5% Vanilla Custard II, and I'm not saying that I haven't used Vanilla Custard II at 4 or 5%. I just think that that's a little bit too high for that flavor. I really like it around 2. Use it to back up other flavors. 2% max. Okay. Okay. I'm not out of my mind then. Maybe I am. FA Coconut, 0.5%. Pretty sure I own more FA flavors than anything else. They can be very difficult to look through. So many flavors. Looking for cookie and coconut. Which Chasing Clouds and Flavor Reviews, which custard did you use in that? Shut up, Slushy. I've had enough of your shit. It is organized. It's all flavor art. It's all flavor art flavors. They're organized. They're all flavor art. Together. In a box. Working with what I got, okay? Alright. 0.5% a cookie. And 0.5% of FA coconut. Alright. Did I get everything? Lime wedge, sweet coconut, vanilla custard II. Vanilla swirl. Yes, we cheesecake cookie. Sweetener. Let's talk about sweetener. This recipe has cream, it has fruit, and it has bakery. So which sweetener should I put in here? I'll wait. Yeah, Flavorah is what I was thinking too. I put Flavorah sweeter in everything though. Flavorah Lime Wedge was actually like a little bit sweeter than I thought it was going to be. 1% of Flavorah sweetener. All right. Put the lime in the coconuts. Okay, that's our recipe. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. Well, just big kids, right? There's no kids here. Please enjoy my recipe while I shake this up. That's what we made. Smells creamy. Hey, look, I'm back. Okay. It needs more lime. Definitely needs more lime. Yeah, there it is. Coconut cream pie. A little touch of vanilla. A little touch of lime. I like try to wash bottles, but you're right. That's like my favorite thing to do. Not my favorite thing to do. Yeah, I mean, it's a good recipe. It's creamy. It's got a little hint of vanilla. It's got a little hint of lime. You got that crust on the finish. I mean, it is what it is. Very simple, very straightforward. I was thinking about adding more lime, but I think if you add more lime, you'll turn it into more of like a lime pie. And first of all, I don't think the Flavorah Lime Wedge is the right flavor to do that with. And also, that's not really what I wanted, right? Like, this Flavorah Lime Wedge is supposed to be like the accent in here, right? It's coconut cream pie with lime, and Flavorah Lime Wedge is the perfect flavor to do that with. You're not an overbearing. It's not an overbearing flavor. It's just bright and tart, and you just get just a little bit of it on the finish. You get that creamy coconut right up front, a little bit of that crust, and then on the exhale, it's just beautiful, brilliant lime. Perfect. All right. Well, I think that about wraps this up. Anybody want to say anything before I go? Man, Flavorah Lime Wedge, got to use that flavor more. Really, really good flavor. Pick it up if, I think it'll be really good for beverages. Yeah, it's really good for just adding that, like citrus sparkle, to this bakery, to this cream, just like that, Right on. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Take it easy.